The electric car revolution has really been ramping up, no pun intended there, but on both extremes of transportation, it's a tougher sell, right? On one hand, the big heavy trucks, pickup trucks, semi trucks, and so forth. That's always been a tough sell, though we've made some good progress, right? With Tesla Semi, Nikola Semi, obviously now Rivian, that's also pushing Ford into it, and Tesla's going to jump in. So that's been kind of cool. Now, on another part is, the hypercars, the sports cars, the Ferraris, Bugattis, and so forth. And over there, there were a few startups that have been popping up that's been very promising. Obviously, Rimac and Pininfarina, and now there's Mullen. So that's been kind of cool. But in this case, a lot of legacy manufacturers like Ferrari, Lamborghini, and so forth, they've been very hectic. As a matter of fact, a lot of them. Did I say hectic? I mean, I forgot the word now. That was not the right word, but I mean they really hesitant. There's the word, hesitant. I got the first letter right. They were really hesitant to actually move forward, and so but this week, actually yesterday, Ferrari announced that they're going electric. Not all the way. Let's not get too excited, but exciting enough to talk about this, and because this is, as I call it, a gateway drug into all electric cars, not just for the brands, but also for the customers. All right, let's talk about the electrified Ferrari coming up next. Taking over the world, electrifying the world, E4 Electric. Welcome to E4 Electric, your number one source of unbiased electric car news. And thank you to those of you who support me on Patreon, including one of my newer Patreons, Julio. Thank you so much for joining a Patreon, the only place where you can watch me live. And thank you for contributing to this independent channel. All right, so as you know, I've covered BMW i8 a while back. I actually did a test drive back in the last year in the UK, and I really liked the car. But of course, the issue with it is like it only had 20 or 30 a mile of electric range, and at the same time, if you really wanted more power or higher speed, then the gas engine would kick in. On the other hand, I really like it because it is a beautiful car. It is a BMW, and people who don't know much about electric cars, they believe this is an electric car, right? An electrified car. So I feel like this has been a pretty good ambassador into like electric sports cars. And now, even though Rimac and Pininfarina have jumped in Tesla with the Roadster, this is still more of an affordable sports car that's electrified. So that's why I kind of been giving them a bit of a pass for only having, I think they started with 15 and now it's like 40 or whatever. So essentially it's a plug-in hybrid with a small range. But now Ferrari has announced that they're going to be producing this baby, plug-in hybrid. But at least this is the first Ferrari that their owners will be actually plugging in, 15-mile range. And no one's, I'm not happy about it. I'm sure you're not happy about it, but just like with the BMW i8, it is a gateway drug. Let Ferrari get the technology going, let them, overcome some challenges that will probably come, and, with just even doing a 15-mile range electric car, and let's have the same be true for the owners. Now, I don't know if you guys know, and I've reported about this a few times, but in Europe, there are more and more, especially down like popular city downtowns, that are more likely, and some of them already have prohibited, gas and diesel cars in their areas, sometimes with time limits, and I believe there are a couple of them now. There's 24/7. So if you want to have an exotic car and go out, on a Saturday night to downtown, you will not be able to do it if you have a Bugatti, a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, unless it's electrified one like this one, right? So I'm interested to see how those laws will actually, handle this. Like, is someone going to check if the engine is actually running, or the car is driven on a fully a battery powertrain at that time? But nevertheless, this is yet another benefit that I hope the Ferrari drivers will see. Oh, I'm driving an electric car. Oh, I can go downtown where my friends with the Lamborghini can. Now, 0 to 60 is going to go 2.5 in 2.5 seconds. Top speed on just an electric is going to be 84 miles with the gas engine, 211 miles. And, even if you want to get some extra power or get that speed to the top speed, or even, above 84, you will have to use a gas engine. But I really do believe this is a gateway drug that we've really been looking for, and it's hopefully pushing the rest of the exotic sports hypercar industry, especially legacy ones, into the next generation of cars. And you'll watch Lamborghini and Bugatti, and the rest of them will kind of start lining up. I mean, this is Ferrari after all. Beautiful car. So here's some of the pictures. I mean, it's your classic awesome Ferrari look. I'm not big on electric cars, I have to say. I mean, no, I'm big on electric cars. I'm not big on sports cars, but Ferraris, I mean, they're beautiful. And this is what it looks like on the inside. They're usually pretty minimalistic, but this one's got an interesting dashboard going on it. Nothing super unusual, right? They also have a video of this. Let me show it to you. But before that, a quick reminder that this video and this channel is sponsored by Byton. Check out the $45,000 starting price all-electric SUV called M-Byte, coming to Europe and the US next year. At the end of next year, join myself and 50,000 other people who have already reserved one. So whenever we're ready, we'll have ours. And don't forget, zero money down. Takes about 60 seconds to reserve. So go to the description of this video and grab yours today. All right. So now Ferrari's video is actually interesting. I mean, there's a lot of graphics and stuff like that. They're definitely getting their money worth with their graphics department. But I didn't turn the sound on, but I will turn it in just a second so you can hear that it's mainly the sound is just the engine, the gas engine. So it's a little unfortunate. I don't see anything in this commercial at all for this car that will indicate that it's an electric one. So they're almost kind of hiding this fact. I mean. Yeah, so we've already kind of seen this happening with Audi, as it featured its e-tron GT in the Avengers, and kind of overproduced the sound, so it sounded as like a gas engine car. And I get it. Listen, I get it. People who buy these cars, they're into the sound. As a matter of fact, a lot of times it's copyrighted sound, how a particular engine sounds. And I understand the excitement, but in this story, if anything I want to drive home is that Ferrari is now in here in our space. We've been waiting for a while, Ferrari, and I know that others will line up. And I hope, again, I can't stress it enough, that both sides, the manufacturer, Ferrari, and the customers will understand that this is the way to go. They will enjoy some of the things, they'll get used some of the things, and it will be a beautiful beginning of their relationship with our community, hopefully. I'm not in the market for Ferrari, obviously, but those who are, I really hope they can embrace it. When I was talking to i8 owners, when I did that was part of the event for owners, the i8 owners in London and in Great Britain, I really got a sense that a lot of them really enjoy the fact that the car is partially electric. And I know BMW hasn't done that much with it, but I really hope that the next generation of i8 will be fully electric. Though it is BMW, so my expectations unfortunately a bit low, but we'll see. My expectations for my VIP list is actually pretty high. First of all, it's free. Secondly, you get a bonus story every week, and thirdly, you also have a deal of the week that we feature every month. Did I say deal of the week? Deal of the month. We featured every month, and this time it's one of the most popular products at Avanex. $50 discount if you subscribe to our newsletter. We'll deliver you that code right to your inbox along with our bonus stories. All right, so let me know what you think. I'm kind of curious. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.